What's going on, everybody? The Void G Money and Banks of America. This is the Not for the Bay podcast. We are live on Facebook and on YouTube. Be sure to follow us on Instagram and Twitter. Be sure to go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe button, and most definitely share. Obviously, we are going to have probably an epic episode this evening. I'm pretty sure the majority of you guys have saw Banks and G Money going back and forth on Twitter about this GOAT conversation. So that's definitely going to be a conversation of a topic of conversation this evening, along with Banks's top corners for the 2021 NFL season. Gentlemen, what is going on?
What's up, fellas?
What's good, bros?
Is that your game time face, Banks?
No, my game time face is Kevin Durant's face last night. However, that is the face that Steve Nash had when he was hugging Kevin Durant. That's my.
He saved his. He saved his. He saved his job. Basically, Kevin Durant. That's why he was hugging him.
Somebody should have saved Frank Vogel's job because he can't make coaching adjustments to save his life.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go ahead and just jump right into it with Kevin Durant's GOAT performance last night, playing 49 minutes and putting up. Oh, excuse me, screen froze. Can y'all hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Putting up 49 points last night against the Milwaukee Bucks in a dub, putting them up 3-2 versus the Milwaukee Bucks, and going back to Game 6 tomorrow evening. Thoughts? Kevin Durant playing the whole game? I'm gonna go ahead and start with Banks because I know he's been on a tyrant last night.
Nah, I don't think y'all want me to start, bro.
No, you go ahead. You go ahead and start. You should start. You should start. Go ahead.
There's nothing much to say, bro. It's the best player on earth, the best basketball player in the NBA, the best basketball player in the world. Now the running joke right now is, oh, Kevin Durant, this is his first time doing that. Man, people clearly seem to have an issue. It's beyond the GOAT debate with LeBron. It's beyond the GOAT debate. It's really about why can't the world seem to receive LeBron James like they want us to receive LeBron James. And what people don't realize is LeBron brings a lot, which we're going to talk about that in a little bit. He brings a lot of the criticism. He brings that on himself because he just says the wrong things at the wrong time. But anyway, this is about Kevin Durant and what he did last night against Milwaukee. I personally am not surprised one bit at the game that Kevin Durant played. I thought beginning the early stages of the game, KD was just like I mentioned on Facebook and on Twitter and also on Instagram. KD was just deferring a lot. He was trying to get his guys the momentum. I think he was kind of trying to pace it out, trying to see if Harden was going to show up. And when he realized after the third quarter that James Harden just wasn't going to show up that night, it was pretty much a done deal. After that, I think Kevin Durant said, "You know what? It's my time." And it was just a matter of time when that happened. And we all know when KD gets hot, it's a wrap. Like I keep telling everybody, Greg mentions a couple things. He makes good points about Giannis guarding him and throwing PJ Tucker. People don't realize the Milwaukee Bucks stole game 4. They stole it. And large in part, and I don't blame refs in anything. Large in part with the refs. The refs just seemed to allow PJ Tucker to play football in game 4 for some damn reason. He was allowed to rough Durant up the way he was roughing him up, grab him, hold him, all type of stuff. And in this game, Kevin Durant made him pay for it. He said, "Okay, they're not going. I can see that they're calling it differently. They're going to allow PJ Tucker to do all these things. So let me go ahead and just show y'all what I'm really capable of, and pull up from 35, 40, mid range. I mean, Kevin Durant was just on fire last night, man. It was just ridiculous. And then another thing that I want to point out that I keep constantly telling everybody Everybody loves to throw out these statistics that LeBron James like his assists and his rebounds. I said it over and over and over. LeBron James and Russell Westbrook played a similar type game. There's stat patterns. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. You do whatever you need to do to contribute to your team winning. But there's stat patterns. LeBron's going to go out there and demand the ball from open to tip. The moment they tip the ball off, you don't need a point guard with LeBron James on the court. You don't need him because everything runs through LeBron James. Kevin Durant could have did that same exact thing. He has handles like a point guard. He shoots like a two guard. He defends like a 3. He could post you like a 4 and a 5. He can rebound. He could block shots. He can steal. It's Kevin Durant last night was just, bruh, and it's just one of his many. Even though people like to try to down him, it's one of his many playoff performances that he's played like this. People seem to forget just 4 years ago, when KD played against LeBron in the finals, KD went nuts. He went crazy. The very first time LeBron James and Kevin Durant met up in the finals, the very first time when OKC played the Thunder in 2012, maybe I think it was. In 2012, Kevin Durant did this exact same thing as well, where he lit it up from the field. He gets hot, and you just can't stop this man. I knew then, at that time, though I wasn't publicly talking about it and throwing it up, I knew then that Kevin Durant was the best basketball player in the NBA. Then. I knew that then. But LeBron had his moments, and he was shining. But like I said, with Kevin Durant, man, it's just remarkable at his performance that he played last night. It's just remarkable. And to only do it in 23 shots, he only shot the ball 23 times last night and scored 49 points. I was pissed off because he missed his final free throw, which would have made it 50 points. I was kind of mad at that. But, you got to take what he gave you, man. Contributed everywhere. He led in all statistical categories. He had the most steals, he had the most rebounds, he had the most assists, and he had the most points. What else can you ask from a guy? These are the things that we look for in players. Like this is the main thing that I criticize LeBron James for, because when that pressure is on, LeBron waits to the very last minute to get it going, and people don't want to admit it and don't want to say it, but it's true. It's true. It's very true.
Are you done?
Actually, I'm not. I want to bring up one other point here. That's very, very important. Kudos to Jeff Green and kudos to Blake Griffin. They contributed in more ways than they needed to. Jeff Green just played amazing last night as well, and so did Blake. KD. It goes to KD. And LeBron James fans are very upset right now. They're pissed off. God. They're very upset, and that's okay. It's okay to be mad. It's okay to be number 2. You guys are gonna continue to be number 2. It's okay. There's no knock on LeBron James. LeBron James is still a great player. And DeVore, just one more thing here. Because I want you to pay attention to this. Let me say this, and please clip this. Please clip this moment. LeBron James is a great basketball player. I said that. This is 8 minute and 45 second mark into the show. LeBron James is a great basketball player, but when it comes to taking over games, oh my God, it ain't happening. Sorry. Now you can go ahead and go G Money and talk this LeBron James nonsense that nobody really wants to hear because it's not even relevant because his ass is sitting at home right now after losing 6 games.
But that's the point. Kevin Durant had an amazing game, and you still want to bring up LeBron. It's like, bro, let it go. Let this LeBron thing go. Who cares if he's not better than Michael? Like, why is LeBron? Wait, let me finish. No, I let you talk. Let me finish. My whole point of this situation is why so much disdain for LeBron James? Why? What does he do that's so bad? First of all, I'm not even going to get to the point about you saying he doesn't show up. That's ridiculous. Game 6 against Boston, he didn't show up. Come on, man. Stop. It's plenty of examples of LeBron showing up. I don't want to get into that. We're talking about Kevin Durant. This is ridiculous. Kevin Durant had a great performance, and still you bring up LeBron. It's like, I don't understand this like this.
So wait,
I don't know if it's hatred.
just real quick. I don't want to interrupt you because I just want to make a point here because I don't want you to throw out that false narrative. In the group chat that we have on Facebook, right? For the last week, I've been quiet as a mouse about LeBron James and Kevin Durant. I haven't said a single thing. You sent us a private message, DeVore. Isn't it proof in the pudding, right? He sent a private message stating, and I quote, Banks, I hope that you hold Kevin Durant. So you're expecting him with that statement. You were. I'm not expecting.
No. I'm not expecting. What I'm saying is, you go on Facebook every day talking about LeBron with memes and all this shit, and I'm like, yo, if Kevin loses, give that same energy to LeBron. Give that same energy to Kevin because you go at LeBron all the time, and it's like, why are we talking about him? Kevin Durant had a great performance. Why the fuck are we talking about LeBron? It's not relevant. It's not relevant. It's not relevant right now. No,
it's always. Let you guys tell it. It's always about LeBron.
No, but that's not me. That's not me, brother. Listen to me. I need you to listen to me. You can love someone and praise someone and not hate on someone else. Any basketball aficionado. Let me finish. Any basketball person that knows basketball knows that Jordan is the greatest ever. The greatest ever. That doesn't mean LeBron sucks. That doesn't mean Kobe's
when did I say LeBron sucks?
The way that you talk about him, that's how you say every day you talk about him. Every day it's like you just said LeBron doesn't come up in the pressure. Are you serious? Have you not watched this man for the last almost 20 years? He doesn't play well under pressure? Like, what is wrong with you? Why would you say something stupid like that? Kevin Durant had a great game. That's what we should be talking about. Why is LeBron the topic? Why can't you say Kevin had a good game? You say Kevin had a good game. He's been the best player. You say things to spite LeBron all the time, and it's just like, why, bro? Let it go. Let it go. LeBron is great also. That doesn't mean okay. The issue is it's not about LeBron fans. It's not about me or anybody saying it's about you're upset or bothered by the fact that someone challenged Michael Jordan's legacy. How dare do you say Michael Jordan? LeBron is better than Michael.
No, be specific. Be specific. Like, I'm not threatened by LeBron. I'm threatened by like you. Every other,
it's not me.
No, because
I just told you that Michael's the greatest ever. That does not mean LeBron sucks. You can love someone and not hate on the other one. That's all I'm saying. Just let it go. Let this LeBron thing go.
But listen, but time out. Wait. Why? If that's the case, then why are we sitting here having a debate every other day about who's better between Michael Jordan and
oh my God, because you talk about it all the time on Facebook. That's why.
So wait, time out. Is it happening? Wait, time out. Is it directed towards me or am I defending my guy versus your guy? Because let's be completely clear here. Let's be completely honestly clear here. There was no debate to have from the get-go.
There was no debate. So my point is, if you know that, why do you engage in that bullshit conversation with people who don't know basketball? LeBron is not better than Michael Jordan. He never will be. But that does not mean LeBron sucks. And for you to say that he doesn't come up in pressure, you just said that he doesn't come up in pressure.
I said that.
And that's ridiculous. LeBron has played great in any games.
Once again, you have to be, when you're quoting someone, you have to quote it exactly like they said. At no point have I ever.
LeBron doesn't come up in pressure.
But is that saying he sucks because he doesn't show up in pressure?
But you're wrong when you say that. How the hell does he not come up in pressure? Are you serious?
So if I'm wrong in saying that, why are we having the conversation?
Because you brought it up. You came on this show talking about Kevin Durant, and then you mentioned LeBron. Why are we talking about LeBron?
Because what is mentioned? Because let you listen. The argument is this. You guys say LeBron James.
It's not you guys.
No.
It's not me. It's not Greg.
Greg, because now you're backtracking. Now you're backtracking.
I'm not backtracking.
Let me tell you how. Just a few weeks ago, you were one of the main people last year when LeBron James won the finals. You didn't know if you wanted to cheer for the Lakers or you wanted to cheer for your Miami Heat. You didn't know where you were at. Then you came out and said, Then you say you had to, when the Lakers won, you went on this rampage talking about how great LeBron is. He's the best player. He's the best player.
I never said he was the best ever. I never said he was the best ever. I said he was the best now in this generation. No, I did not.
And he's not.
No,
and that was my argument. My argument was LeBron is not the best player in the league. He's not.
Okay, that's fine. That's your opinion. But to say the ridiculous shit that you just said, he doesn't show up in pressure. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding me right now? Are you kidding me right now?
Wait.
I want to bring something up. I got a friend that I grew up with. His name is Zoran. He has the ridiculous. We had a whole thing on Facebook, a poster. He said that Kevin Durant never had teammates. I said, "Are you serious?" He said that dumb shit just to spite LeBron. And that's my whole point. People say and do dumb shit just to go at this man. Why do people hate this man so much? Like, who cares if he's not better than Jordan? Who cares? Like, he's gonna be out the league soon. Let it go.
Want to know why? Want to know why?
And not hate on somebody else. That's all I'm saying.
Stop using the word hate to push your narrative. No one hates LeBron. Us having an opinion that's different from you does not make us a hater. If that's the case, if we're sitting here arguing saying that Michael Jordan is better than LeBron James, and not just you, I'm just saying in general, and other people are saying LeBron is the GOAT, and they're putting all these stats and memes and all, because guess what? Like I supply it, I receive it. So it's not like I'm just going on Facebook.
But listen. What I'm saying to you, Banks, is that you and I, if you know basketball, don't engage in that stupidity. Any real basketball person knows that LeBron is not Michael. But having said that, Kobe's not Michael, Shaq's not Michael, Elijah Wan's not Michael, Magic's not Michael. But they're still great. They're still great. Just because they're not better than Michael Jordan, they're still great. You can praise Michael. I want the audience to understand something. Don't be like people, not like you specifically, but people thinking that you have to be one or the other. Either you have to love Michael and hate LeBron, or you love LeBron and hate. No, you can do both. You can recognize that Michael is the greatest player ever, which he is, and still be a fan of LeBron James. That's me. I've never once said that LeBron was better than Michael. All I'm saying is why it just seems like it's so much energy to people are so happy when they see him fail. And it's like, why? Like, just let it go and just enjoy the game. Who cares if LeBron James loses or wins? Who cares? Just enjoy basketball. That's my point. Just enjoy the game. All this energy towards LeBron, watching him fail, being so happy, just let it go. Just let it go.
So if that's the case, when LeBron James wins finals or whatever the case may be, why are his fans the most obnoxious and cockiest fans on earth?
I don't understand, but that's not great.
But no, you were one of those people last year when LeBron won that. When LeBron
I celebrate
won that
him
bubble,
winning. Listen, basketball is basketball. Okay. So if he would have that's another hypocrisy. If LeBron would have lost, you can't win in the bubble. It's like this man cannot win for nothing. He can't win.
I wouldn't have said that because I was against the bubble. I was against the bubble from day one when they announced it. I said the bubble was a stupid ass idea. I've always said that. I didn't care honestly who wanted the bubble. And the team I really wanted to win the bubble last year did not even. We're not even going to talk about it because I wanted the Clippers to win it more than anybody. More than anybody. It had nothing to do with LeBron James. Once I found out there was a bubble, I knew instantly that the Los Angeles Lakers were going to win the finals.
The Lakers were going to win the finals regardless. That was the Lakers year that year.
I guarantee you, if the Lakers would have endured a season like they had to endure now, which is why I make the statement about LeBron.
They got injured.
Look, I make the statements about LeBron James's comments that he made today. What LeBron James said out of his mouth was the stupidest shit you could possibly say.
It was the stupidest shit. Are you serious? Kawhi Leonard injured. James Harden injured. Kyrie Irving injured. Joel Embiid injured. Serge Ibaka injured. How many players injured? He has a valid point. There's a lot of good players that are injured that are missing the playoffs.
So where was this energy last season in the bubble? When teams were injured, not only were they injured, but you had COVID protocol restrictions with a lot of players that were out, in and out. Where was this energy then? Why weren't you speaking then? That's my issue with LeBron James. LeBron James' statements today ain't nothing but a fucking cop-out to back up his point.
He was talking about other players. He was talking about other players. He wasn't talking about specifically himself. So Kawhi's not injured.
Injuries are part of the game. Injuries are a part of the game.
But that was his point.
LeBron making the point. LeBron making the point on injuries is trying to justify, again, like I said, and I'm going to be honest with you, LeBron has brought a losing mentality to the sport of basketball. He made it uncomfortable for you to lose and provide excuses. That's what he does. Again, that's no knock on him personally. I said it over and over and over. Personally, LeBron James, there's no athlete in this world better than LeBron James off the floor of basketball, out of the sport of basketball. He's the greatest man on earth when it comes to being a human being, a humanitarian, a person, a husband, a father, all that. But on the court, LeBron James is a bitch, and he continues to complain and whine. Kevin Durant, when he was hurt, did you hear anything about Kevin Durant blaming injuries, COVID? The Golden State Warriors last year was the prime example of injuries last year. Prime example. They had Steph Curry out and Klay Thomas. Do you hear Curry? Do you hear Curry complaining and making posts about what players are in and what players are out?
This is the point. This is the point. Any other player can make a statement like this, and he doesn't have this energy. But it's LeBron, and it's so much energy and so much anger. My point is, let it go. Just let it go. Why?
You can't let it go because of the magnitude and the expectations that now LeBron James has not only placed on himself, rightfully so. See, what y'all fail to realize is, like I said at the beginning of the conversation, majority of the shit that people do not like LeBron James for as a basketball player is because of the stuff that he has said and done to himself. It's nothing that we as fans have made up. It started at the first go around with the Cleveland Cavaliers when he quit on them in the Eastern Conference Finals when he lost to Boston.
He quit on them?
Yes,
he quit on them, bro.
Jersey off. He walked up the court. My God. He walked up the court.
The game was over. He quit on them?
The game was not over. The game was not over.
The game was over. They was walking out. He shook everybody's hands. The game was over.
He walked off the floor, took his jersey off.
Over.
He took his jersey off.
He left after the game over and
he left that.
That point is ridiculous. That point is ridiculous.
He left that entire city in a limbo, in a wait. He had a 2.5, 3 hour promo video announcing, I'm going to go to play with the Miami Heat. And then you go on this Miami Heat revenge mode. You make all these statements. Then you get to the playoffs. You play against Dirk Nowitzki, in which he joked about Dirk's flu, him and Dwayne Wade, and he got his ass bounced out the playoffs. And then the very next season, he won the finals. And then the season after that, he won the finals again. Kudos to him. Kudos to him. No problem.
First of all, I'm not staying in Cleveland when they give me no talent. And then on top of that, your teammate is sleeping with your mother. Like, that's just too much stress. I don't blame LeBron for leaving Cleveland at all. At all. That was the right thing to do. As far as how he did it was wrong and kind of phony, but leaving Cleveland was the best decision for him. He had to, because that organization sucks. They suck, and he was the reason why they were relevant. So him leaving Cleveland, fuck Cleveland. Who cares about them? But you are, I'll give you credit. You were right. The whole press conference and the fucking ESPN special, that was ridiculous. That was stupid.
Not one.
You're right about
two,
that.
Not
You're
three.
right. You're right
not
about that.
five.
But the fact of him leaving Cleveland was not wrong. Kevin Durant left OKC.
I'm not
leave for the
blaming him for
better
that.
options.
I'm not blaming him for that. I say that when a player is a free agent, like when Kevin Durant decided to go play with the Golden State Warriors, everybody has a big fucking deal about him going to play with Golden State. I don't care if Golden State won 80. Listen, I don't care if Golden State won all 82 games a year before that. If he wants to go play with Golden State as a free agent, he has
that's another part of the hypocrisy of LeBron, because if LeBron would have left Cleveland and went to Boston, everybody would have killed him because Boston beat LeBron in the playoffs twice, right?
Shoulda, coulda, woulda, bro. We can never speak on that. We can only speak on the fact.
But listen to me. That's not, you don't cheat. Sports is about competition. Sports is about being on top. You don't join the team that beat you. I keep saying the same thing. Michael would have joined the Pistons, he would have got killed. Magic lost to the Celtics in 84. Let's say he would have joined the Celtics in 85. You do not do that. Sports is about competition. You beat the best man to be the man. So that Kevin Durant situation is not the same as LeBron.
So what if Kevin Durant decided to say his best opportunity to win a championship at that time was to play with the Golden State? We're going to knock him for that?
Yes, because he lost to them. If they never played them, then okay. If he would have left and went to San Antonio or went to Houston or someone, okay, fine.
Why?
He
What
went
does
to a
it
team
matter
that
what
beats him.
team he went to?
Because that's not sports. Sports is about okay. So you want Tom Brady and Peyton Manning on the same team? You
No,
want
I'm
Aaron
not
Rodgers?
saying that.
Oh, okay,
No,
so what you talking about?
I'm not
you
saying
don't
that.
you don't join a team that you're trying to beat. Michael did not join the Pistons. He didn't do that. He lost to them 3 years in a row. 3 years in a row. Never once thought about, let me join Detroit and be great. No, you beat the team. That was a weak fucking move. I don't care what nobody says. You don't join a team that beats you. You don't do that. You don't do that. I don't care. That is not competition. That is not sports.
That is sports. He has a right to do that. He's a free agent.
So you're telling me Michael would have joined the Pistons, you would have been okay with that? You would have been okay with that?
I would have been okay with it, but as
okay,
a
so that's my point. See, that's part of the hypocrisy of the disdain or dislike for LeBron. LeBron
it's not a hypocrisy
when
they're a free agent when he could make his own decision. He made his own decision.
If LeBron went to Boston after losing to Boston, that would have been okay. That would have been okay.
It's his decision to make.
So what Banks is saying is that if you lose to a team, just join the team next year. Don't worry about competition. Don't worry about beating the person and being the man. Just join the team. Just join it. Peyton Manning should have been on the same team with Tom Brady, and they played each quarter. Because forget competition, forget going up against the best. Just join the team. That's okay.
Well, I mean,
that's sports.
Ultimately, thanks to LeBron's decision, you see that across sports.
Oh my God, you see, that's the LeBron did not lose to the Miami Heat. He did not lose to the Heat and then join them. It's not the same situation, Banks. It's not. If he would have lost to Boston and joined Boston, your point would be valid. He went to a team, to his best friend, to create a dynasty. It worked somewhat. He did not join the team that beat them. Kevin Durant was up 3-1 against the Warriors, 3-1, and then close the deal. And then you join them, and you want to say that's okay? That is not sports. That is not competition. That is not something that people should strive for. You want to be the man? Beat the fucking man. Jordan lost 3 years to the Pistons, 3 years in a row. Never thought about leaving the Bulls. He manned up and beat them. That's sports. That's competition.
So what's the big deal then when he manned up and he beat? Like you said, to be the man, you got to beat the man, right?
Right.
So he beat LeBron twice.
On the team that he joined that didn't really need him.
Oh my God, bro.
The Warriors won 72 games without him, man. 72 games without 73.
How did they didn't need him and they lost to the Cavaliers the year before that? Like, how could they not need him? Clearly they did. When he didn't need him and he joined him and
sports
won.
Is not about competition. It's about being just join the team and just everybody, all the stars on one team. That's what Kevin Durant did.
But guess what? That's what the league is coming to now, bro.
And that's the hypocrisy. What I'm saying, because if LeBron would have did that, he would have been killed. If he would have went to Boston and played with Paul Pierce and Ray Allen, Kevin Durant, he would have been destroyed. How you join a team that beat you twice? What is that? So Kevin Durant did the same thing, and people are okay with that. That's because people, for some reason, dislike LeBron and Kevin Durant. Not that it's about Kevin Durant, but it's just like people dislike LeBron for Kevin Durant doing something worse than what LeBron did. And it's like, what? People got so mad about him coming to Miami. I'm like, he didn't play Miami in the playoffs. He's playing with his best friend, D-Wade and LeBron like this. What is the big deal by coming to Florida, no state taxes, you live in Miami, you live on the beach, you're making money. What is wrong about coming to Miami? I don't understand that. Like, what's the problem with that? If you're rich and you live in Miami, it's beautiful, okay?
Am I allowed to ring the bell now?
You can ring the bell, bro. Okay,
but listen. I want to talk about Kevin Durant
because I don't see nothing wrong with Kevin Durant.
Okay, that's fine. I want to talk about Kevin Durant because I'm sweating now.
I did want to touch on Kevin Durant, and I also wanted to move over to Giannis for a second, right at the beginning of the
real quick. Let's just bring DeVore. How the hell did the Atlanta Hawks just win this game? Anyway,
yo, you seen that, right? Like, the 76ers are disappointing. They're disappointing.
Get rid of the But go on with your point, DeVore.
I was gonna go ahead and let G Buddy say what he had to say about Kevin Durant.
I'm sorry, bro. About Kevin Durant, I think in the beginning of the game, you make a good point. He was trying to get his teammates involved, but I think he was trying to force it because it's basically all on him. And I think in the second half, he just played great. He played great. Like, he was shooting over everybody. He was getting rebounds. I think he got 17 rebounds. Like, he was balling. He was completely sensational. Just that man hit offensively. I might sound crazy because I know there's Jordan, there's Kobe. There's Chamberlain back in the day. There's the skyhook with Kareem.
He's the greatest scorer ever.
He's the greatest scorer I've ever seen.
Even better than Michael Jordan.
Yes, greatest scorer ever. Like he's just first of all, he's 7 feet, so you're not gonna block a shot. And then now he has a leaner, and now he can pass the ball. He's playing more defense. He was amazing. And unfortunately, with Kawhi being hurt, it's a wide open lane to the championship for the Nets now. I think they were going to win it regardless, but playing the Clippers with Kawhi would have been tough. But now that Kawhi went down, which is fucking awful, I hate to see that. I hate that Kawhi went down. The Clippers were on the roll, and the fact that he went down sucks. It really sucks. But with him being down, there's nobody that could challenge the Nets anymore. Nobody. I want to get to Giannis too, but go ahead and say your point, Vor.
I was just going to go ahead and transition it to Giannis because I know you were a big, huge advocate of Giannis being a different player going into these playoffs. And the reason why you felt that way is about to be the reason why they get bounced out the playoffs.
I was wrong about let me just say something. Let me just say something. The great players, despite how Banks feels, the great players like LeBron, like Michael, like Kobe, like D Wade, like Iverson, like Kevin Durant, like Kawhi, you in the playoffs, you guard the best player and score. I don't want to hear about, he's going to be too tired to play. No, you are Giannis and you want to be the great. Fuck what the coach says and PJ Tucker. I don't want to talk bad about PJ Tucker, but come on, man. He's 6'6". Kevin Durant is 7 feet. Stop it. He can't guard him. Stop. You could be physical all you want, but he can't guard Kevin Durant. And not that Giannis can guard him either, but at least Giannis is tall enough and physical enough to at least make it difficult. If you are the best player, if you want to be the best, he wants to be the man. Giannis wants to be the man in the league now. Guard Kevin Durant. Tell the coach, fuck you. Get up. I don't want to hear no game plan. I don't hear no nothing. Give me Kevin Durant. Let me guard him the whole fucking game, and I'm going to score another. That's what the great player's done. And Giannis has not. I don't know. I don't know if he's told the coach or the coach told him no. But if you're the best player, at some point, I know the coach is in charge. I get that. But sometimes the player can, oversee the coach. You look at that damn coach and you tell him, listen, this is my year, this is my team. I'm guarding KD. Everybody else get the fuck out the way. That's what great players would do. But he hasn't done that yet. And it's like, what? What are you doing? This man was just scoring on everybody, and not once. I seen Giannis guarding maybe 2 plays. They put Chris Middleton on him. Top of that,
there was more, but I'll tell you about it.
On top of that, besides Giannis not guarding KD, the Bucks played the dumbest offense I've ever seen in my fucking life. Like, Chris Middleton just comes up and walks up and just shoots a 3. I'm like, contested, all contested. I'm like, what are you doing? Big ass Brook Lopez is in the 3-point line with a 6'5" guy. Nigga, you 7 feet. Get your big ass in the paint. The reason why we tell big man to get in the paint because you're tall and it's closer to get to the rim. What the fuck are you doing out there in the 3 all the time? Go in the paint. They didn't run no pick and rolls. They just played hero ball. Like, the Bucks just frustrate me offensively. And I don't think they can win game 6. Like, they have to, obviously, but I just – they had that game. They did. I don't know what stopped them, but they just played so stupid. Yo, they went up by 10, and Chris Middleton came down three plays in a row and shot a contested jump shot. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Hey, G-Buddy, didn't I tell you that was their problem in the last series? Didn't I tell you that was their problem? They were forcing up a lot of stupid shots, and that's why they ended up making them games close.
Bravo, bro.
They could have won that game last night. They should have won that game last night. They played well enough to win the game. They could have let Durant score 50 and still won. That was just disappointing. That was like, first of all, the Kyrie Irving's injured. James Harden is hobbled. He's not healthy. This is a golden opportunity to you got to be cutthroat. Take the Nets out, and they didn't do it. And now it's terrible, man. That was terrible. That was awful. I agree completely with Charles Barkley. They played the stupidest offensive game I've ever seen. They just dumb.
Charles Barkley also said the Bucks were going to win the finals, but as soon as he made that statement, they gave up the lead.
Yo, his guarantees is like
guarantee.
It's always the opposite. But go ahead, man. I'm done.
So we'll call him Banks like that if that's the case. But listen. Hey, listen, man. You make a great point, man. Listen. Giannis defended KD a lot more than you think. Here's the problem with Giannis defending KD. you're going to exhaust a lot of energy defending Kevin Durant because he's not just your typical scorer. He does legitimately everything you can do as a basketball player to score the ball. He can post you, he can dribble by you, he can cross you, he can fade you, he can hook you, shot you, he can. I mean, what can't Kevin Durant do? I like the courage. I like the statement of Giannis saying, "Let me take him." The game is technically on the line for them. This is game 7 for them, even though it's game 6. This is game 7 for them. So Giannis has no other choice but to back up his word. And you best believe Kevin Durant is going to keep his. Kevin Durant saw that.
So you got the Nets winning game 6?
Absolutely. Because I know that the Nets, that Kevin Durant is not going after coming. There's no way there's no way after having a game like that you follow up with a game less than that. There's just no way.
No, what I'm saying is, go ahead, Biggs. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I just feel like right now, and Kente, I saw your comment earlier, man. I wasn't trolling, bro. I just feel like right now Kevin Durant is over. It's over. And like you said, I blame Budenholzer for a lot of that. I mean, you have to ultimately you got to put the blame down to the coaching. I said the same thing about Steve Nash last night when the Nets were down double digits, almost 20 points. I said the same thing. It's almost like Steve Nash didn't play point guard in the NBA. His team was out there doing the same exact thing the Milwaukee Bucks did in the second half, but they were doing it in the first. They weren't running any sets. No offense was being ran through this. I mean, it's just nothing was happening. It was just stand there, hold the ball, wait for Durant to make a move. It wasn't happening. But then once they start running plays, running sets, Shamet, backdoor cuts, Blake, back pick and rolls, Shamet, backdoor cuts, back pick and rolls, roll to the top, Jeff Green.
And Jeff Green played so amazing last night. He was amazing.
It's remarkable. If people actually paid attention to the offense that the Brooklyn Nets were running in the second half, you would see if they ran that same exact offense earlier, the shots, they get more open shots, they get more open players, they get a lane for Kevin Durant, and it's over. It's over. I want to see Giannis go after Kevin Durant. I just feel he's not going to be fast enough or quick enough on his feet.
So he can't bother him at least a little bit?
Oh, of course he can. He is size and length. Of course he can. I'm not downing him. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just telling you that when it's gonna be, you're asking for a tough task. Like it's kind of like trying to say in 2011, hey, just throw LeBron James at Dirk Nowitzki. Not to bring up LeBron's name, but that's just one of the arguments when Dirk Nowitzki was on fire, and everybody was saying, well, why does LeBron guard Dirk Nowitzki, bro? When a player has it, they just have it, bro. Right now, I feel KD has it. It doesn't matter who you throw at him.
I get you, but you can still make it difficult for him. PJ Tucker is not the answer. It's not the answer. I'm sorry. He's too small. It's just not working. PJ Tucker against LeBron sorry. Kevin Durant is not working. But I want to get back to a point. I think you're not wrong on saying that it's over in Game 6. I think the Bucks can win Game 6, but they're not winning this series. Even if they win Game 6, they're not winning Game 7. It's not going to happen.
Well, you got to take in consideration Jeff Green did have a big game. So let's say if Jeff Green didn't have this big game, do you really think the Nets would have won this game?
Jeff Green was keeping him in the game in the first half. KD, he didn't start going until the third quarter, so maybe. But what if James Harden, he has a couple of days of rest now? What if he plays great and he actually, because James Harden was awful last night. He wasn't, and it's not because he sucks. It's just that he was not healthy. His legs are not there. So what if he has a bounce back game? If James Harden give me 15 and 14 assists or something like that, the Nets win. Even with Jeff Green not playing great. But I still think the Bucks can win Game 6, but I don't know if the Bucks can win Game 7. Do you have them winning this series, Vor? You think the Bucks can really win Game 6 and 7?
No.
It depends. It depends on the health of Kyrie and James Harden because I don't think
Kyrie's not coming back.
I don't see Jeff Green going out there and putting up another 20-point game.
Are you serious?
So he doesn't have to. He can put up 12 to 15.
And then like Kevin Durant ain't putting up another 49 points in the next 2 games. That's not happening.
I think he's capable of doing that. But will he is the question. But he's definitely capable.
Y'all sticking y'all foot in your mouth, man. Y'all okay? I'm not gonna say nothing. Now,
Wait, hold on. I didn't say
eager.
he couldn't. I said he could.
No.
I'm just saying, will he?
No, I'm saying it like this. I'm eager to see what tomorrow holds.
But my point is, even if the Bucks win tomorrow, they're not winning Game 7. It's not going to happen.
I don't think he goes 7.
You know, okay.
I just don't.
I mean,
you would have a point. I just think that even hearing your star player say after the game too that Kevin Durant is the best battle.
You ain't supposed to say that.
Bruh, it's over.
He's not supposed to say that. He's not supposed to say that.
Listen,
Giannis ain't my favorite basketball player no more.
Yeah, man. I get you, boy. I get you, Banks. But as if you're in the middle of competition, if you're in the playoffs, you don't say shit like that. You just say he had a great game and you keep it going. That's it.
You don't. Hey, so but look, if Giannis is a free agent next year and he decides to join Brooklyn, hey,
I want to hear that. I want to hear that. But listen,
I'll allow it.
But listen, there was a specific play. Giannis was on the post, and James Harden, the man that has no hamstring right now, James Harden was guarding Giannis.
Did you see James Harden's face? James Harden was like,
but listen, James Harden said no to the double team.
Right. No,
to win a double team.
I got him.
And then Giannis shot a fadeaway instead of backing James Harden down. Like, what are you doing? Oh my God!
He's doing what you told him to do. That's what he's doing. He doing what you told him to do. That's what you said. He said
he was my favorite. I thought he was next. I thought LeBron's going. He's coming down. I thought Giannis was going to be the man, but no, he's not ready yet.
Before we move on, I just wanted to say I hate today's basketball offensively. Like starting from the fast break, and then we just jack up a three and we miss it, and then we just end up doing this thing all over again.
Because the league is about possessions now, bro.
I hate it.
You need that's the way. It's possessions, bro.
I hate it.
Normally the team with the most possessions, but normally the team with the most possessions is going to win the game. This is how it is. It's a faster pace. You're going to get that now because what do you need? What do you got to worry about? There's no bigs in the league anymore like that. I mean, what does it
the
matter?
Thing is, I get you, but there's been plays where there's somebody wide open underneath the rim and they shot a three. It's like, yo, get an easier basket. That's why we say if you 7 feet, go to the rim sometimes. Like, for example, Brook Lopez, like we was talking about.
Embiid had that problem at one point in time, too.
Kristaps Porzingis, you 7'3", get your big ass in the paint. We say that because it's easier to score in the paint. You don't have to shoot threes all the time. It's ridiculous. So, yeah, the offense now, everybody want to copy Golden State when they start. Well, actually, technically, Steve Nash and the Suns started this offense way back in the day, and then Golden State just perfected it. Everyone want to copy Golden State, the pick and roll, the back screens, the wide open threes. That's fine, but if you got somebody in the paint wide open, give them the ball. Don't shoot a jack up, walk up three. Like I don't understand that.
Was it 2 years ago when the Rockets basically was about to eliminate Golden State and they did that stupid shit in the game?
Yeah,
they shot like
3 years ago.
30, almost 30 something 3-pointers, and
they missed like 27 threes or something like that.
Oh my, that was I hated watching that game.
Yo, after you missed 10, change the offense, change it.
But listen, but listen, what people don't understand about that particular series is you cannot blame the Houston Rockets for the most part because you're going against the best 3-point shooting.
Why not?
Because
you can.
The Golden State Warriors were shooting terrible.
But that's the point. They can get hot from behind the 3-point line and light your ass up. So I don't blame them. It was stupid.
Yeah, but 27 missed threes is terrible. Listen, how do you take that many threes? They just keep shooting.
All I'm saying is this. I said it was stupid. It was stupid. But if it would have worked, would we be talking about it? No.
No, but listen, in my defense of that, even if the Rockets would have shot like 10 threes, 10 out of 27, something like that, Golden State would have just made more shots. There was no team that was going to beat Golden State in that 4-year span, 5 or 4 year span. They were just too great, too much for everybody. So even if the Rockets played better, Golden State would have played even much better and beat them. So it was they had no chance really. But still, if you missing shots, you don't just continue to jack up threes. This, bro, change the offense.
Rule of thumb is you get your ass in the paint. When your outside shot is not falling, you get inside to draw fouls to get the offense going. That's rule of thumb.
Or you get and they converge and you kick out for three. Wide open threes, not contested threes. Yeah.
Does it go the other way around?
Then you got to worry about Curry getting an inbound pass, pulling up for 30 and hitting a three, and then now you're down again.
Okay, so you're just gonna shoot yourself out the game? That's what I'm.
The Rockets were not going to beat Golden State, even if they played well. They were not going to beat Golden State.
They did. They played well in that series.
They
played very well in that series.
The very next year, Kevin Durant got injured, and they still lost to Golden State. They were not better than Golden State. Stop it. They were not better than Golden State. Stop.
I ain't say they were better, but they were right there.
In basketball, it's different from football. In football, you can have two teams, and one team is better, but if one team is hot, you can knock a number one seed out if you hot one game. In basketball, you have to beat a team 4 times. So if you can beat a team 4 times, your team is better. The Warriors were better than the Rockets that year.
We in agreement there. I did want to go ahead and transition this to football real fast because that was epic passion over the last 45 minutes.
LeBron's still a bitch.
Okay,
let it go, bro. Let it go.
So we go.
It's never personal. I did. He's still a bitch.
It sounds like it. Let it go.
Still a bitch.
Let it go.
So me and Banks, we go back and forth in the group chat along with Shake. Shout out to Shake who's not here this evening. Currently, as it seems right now, Xavien Howard for the Miami Dolphins is currently holding out for the Miami Dolphins due to he wants to have a better contract. Now, Banks swears up and down Xavien Howard is not the best corner, but Xavien wants to be paid like the highest paid corner the best corner in the league. Excuse me. So, considering the fact that Xavien Howard just got a contract extension at the
3 years ago.
2 years ago, 2 years ago, 2019. 2019.
I thought it was 3 years ago.
2019. Do you think Xavien Howard deserves to be the highest paid corner in the league?
I got a question. Before you go back, I got a question for you. It sounds like you think that he doesn't. So if you're the Dolphins, are you willing to let him walk?
Me or Banks?
I want to hear Banks' point. Banks.
About who? Xavien Howard?
Yeah, if he doesn't deserve that contract, if you're the Dolphins, would you let him walk for nothing?
I never said that.
Okay,
let me be clear. Let me be clear because, like I said, divorce and again, I'm happy divorce here because divorce can back me up on this. I hope. When the Miami Dolphins drafted Xavien Howard, I was happy with that pick. I said that it was a good pick. Did I not, divorce? I said Xavien Howard is going to be a good corner in this league. I said that. I'm not. When I say that Jalen. People got to understand, it's the same thing with the LeBron argument. Just because I'm not in agreement with you saying that he's the best doesn't mean he sucks. He doesn't suck. Xavien Howard is a very good corner. Top 2, top 3 corner in the league. But he's not my guy, Jalen Ramsey. He's not. But about his contract, with him holding out, I feel like this. We can't tell him what he's worth. I feel like it's only fair and right of the Miami Dolphins to pay Xavien Howard his money. If the fans feel or that team or organization feel he's the best corner, it's not like his production has dips every year that Xavien Howard has been in the league. His numbers are going up. His efficiency is getting higher and higher. He's translated himself into one of the top 3 corners in the league. He led the league in interceptions yet again. So he has everything there to say, yes, I deserve this money. Yes, I deserve to be paid like a top corner, if not the highest paid corner in the league. Now, what the problem I have with that is people are going to use that and try to justify him being better than Jalen Ramsey. Just like they're going to use the interceptions as a reason as being better than Jalen Ramsey. It makes no sense. Am I saying he's a bad player? Again, he's not a bad player. Not a bad player at all. He's a very good player. Hell of a cornerback. But there's a lot of other factors that played into that as well, i.e. Byron Jones is on the opposite side of the field of him. Byron Jones is an all-pro cornerback. Whether you like him or not, he's an all-pro cornerback. He could have, even with his down year, he still could have made the Pro Bowl last year. That's how well he played. The Dolphins secondary in general played lights out last year. This is how good the Dolphins secondary was last year. They were so good that they damn near ran cover 0 every single down. That's how good they were. So it's a testament to Xavien Howard, how good he is, but it's also a testament to his defense, the other players around him, and everything like that. So long story short, Xavien Howard holding out is a bad look for the Miami Dolphins. It's not a good look at all. Miami needs to find a way to pay this guy. If you plan on keeping him, find a way to pay this guy. If not, let him go, release him, and he'll come to LA.
Of course. Go ahead, Vor. I'm not an expert on this, so I want to hear your opinion.
I did want to bring the contract to the table. Currently sitting, Xavien Howard has a $75 million contract, $27 million guaranteed, and Byron Jones has an $82 million contract, $46 million guaranteed.
Come on, Byron Jones is getting paid $20 more million. Nah.
But Xavien was the better corner.
I said that.
Oh yes. Okay.
Wait. So you're okay with him getting paid? Then you're okay with that?
Xavien Howard?
Yeah, getting paid.
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Of course, I think he needs to get paid. He needs to get paid, but the Miami Dolphins have an issue with paying good players. They'll give somebody else on the outside. They'll give somebody else on the outside all that money. Byron Jones, the example here, but they're home. They drafted this guy. You take care of the players that. No.
I hear you. I agree.
If you're not gonna pay him, trade him or let him go to somebody that can use him.
Well, you can't let him go. You got to get some. You got something.
The Dolphins will. The Dolphins will find a way to fuck that up. I trust it. It will happen. That's just what they do.
So with the numbers on the table, clearly Xavien Howard was the better corner in 2020. He went up against the best receivers on every Sunday on the Miami Dolphins matchups. And Byron Jones went up against the number 2. That's fact, Banks. I'm sorry, that's fact. Xavien Howard, he went up against DeAndre Hopkins, Tyreek Hill.
Did it? All right, Tyreek Hill scored a touchdown. Even though he got it back, he did get it back with that remarkable, probably the best play of the year. That a remarkable interception he got. Still doesn't take away the fact that Tyreek Hill scored. And didn't DeAndre Hopkins have 100 yards still? Something like that?
No, he did not.
How many yards did he have?
Yeah, like what, 30, 40, something like that?
Man, that's bullshit. Ain't no.
It was 30, 40. It was 30, 40.
Nah.
How when the game was like, it was like a high scoring game between the Dolphins and the Cardinals. What?
It was Christian Kirk. He scored a touchdown on Byron Jones in coverage.
I'm gonna need the numbers on that. I can't pull it. I'm gonna need the numbers.
Look, okay, I'm telling you, off the top of my head, I know DeAndre Hopkins did not have over 100 yards. I know for a fact he did not have 100 yards.
What week was that?
It was like what, week 7 or 8, maybe?
Yeah, 5 and 3 at that time. So it was week 8, 9.
You checking it, Banks?
Oh yeah, most definitely. Most definitely, guys.
He had more than 50 yards.
Hey, keep talking, man. I'm researching. Keep talking.
Go ahead, but I'm just saying, like, he didn't have over 50 yards.
Hey, I'm okay with players getting paid. So especially players that were drafted by the team that drafted you, like Banks was alluding to. Take care of the people that you draft. And plus, and on top of that, he's producing for you. He's playing great. Why would you not pay him? Pay him. But the Dolphins will find some way to mess that up.
They will, because it's the Dolphins.
Right.
He's
still searching over there?
Well, okay. All right. So DeAndre Hopkins had only three targets the whole game. Three catches for 30 yards. I mean, he caught all 3 passes. So you're right. Christian Kirk did kill you guys. Christian Kirk annihilated the Miami Dolphins.
Byron Jones in coverage.
Did they lose that game? The Dolphins?
The
Dolphins won that game. The Dolphins
won the game. Okay.
Yes, the Dolphins won.
Yeah, the Dolphins won that game. Okay, all right. Hey, look, that's one. That's one. That's one. I'll give you.
Okay, hold on, boy. Wait. Hold on. So are you okay with him? The Dolphins paying him? You want to keep him?
It's kind of tricky for me because
Oh Lord,
Here we go, dog.
Here we
Damn,
go.
bro.
Here we
Do
go.
you want them to pay him? Yes or no?
it's very tricky because I'm looking at it from a business side of things. It all because the Dolphins. This is why I'm not a Dolphins fan for the 2021 season because the fans just irritate the shit out of me. But it all depends because you went out in the 2020 draft and you drafted a corner in the first round, and that's Noah Benogany out of Auburn. So at some point in time, the Dolphins would have had to make a decision on what they wanted to do with Xavien Howard. Now this decision may come a little bit sooner rather than later. So it may be a possibility that a trade may be coming down the pike at some point in time before we kick off week 1. And never know, we might dial up to Houston and make a move in Houston.
Okay. I see where you're going at. I see. Okay.
If the Houston Texans decided to trade, bro, that'd be the dumbest trade in history.
That'd be dumb for Houston, not for Miami.
It would be stupid dumb for Houston to trade Xavien to Deshaun Watson for Xavien. That'll be the stupidest trade ever in life. Ever.
Hey, I'm pretty sure they're gonna add a couple picks in there. I ain't just gonna say a straight up trade for Deshaun Watson, but just currently sitting right now, like, what is the value of a Deshaun Watson if we don't know if he's going to end up being put on the commissioner's exempt list?
So why risk it?
I hear you, but I think that you have to find you have to get rid of Deshaun Watson if you're the Texans. You just don't make that trade. But you still got
you getting a Pro Bowl caliber player. You just
you don't trade a quarterback for a quarterback.
Yeah, 10 interceptions.
No. I agree with that.
You don't trade a quarterback for a cornerback. Stop it.
I'm not saying a straight up trade. I'm just saying, of course, the Dolphins are going to have to add a couple of draft picks to the mix, possibly another player. But if I'm the Dolphins right now, you just paid Xavien Howard 2 years ago. So you basically got 4 more years left on your contract.
How long was his deal?
It's 5
last year, I think, was the last year of his rookie deal.
But they re-signed Howard. So what was
no, they gave him an extension. They extended
him. For how many
him
years?
Another 4-year extension. So after last year, you're actually
his deal is
what?
Stupid.
Really?
So
that's a trash.
Wait,
deal.
what's the con? Yeah, I agree, but what's the contract again? Let me hear it. What's the deal?
His current contract right now is 4 years left on his contract. So 2019 was his last year on his rookie deal. So 2020 was his first year of his actual extension. So
how much?
Bro, that deal is the contract?
So his contract
is guaranteed $27 million. His contract was worth 47 million or something like that.
Oh yeah,
$75 million. It's a $75 million contract.
That is a terrible contract.
I would ask for a
new
contract.
Hell yeah.
Now at the time he was the highest paid. That contract extension made him the highest paid, and then obviously Tre'Davious White got paid, and then Darius Slay ended up getting paid by Philadelphia.
All corners who deserve it.
There's no doubt about it. So then he ended up getting buried on the cornerback market as far as highest paid corners. And then Byron Jones ended up coming into the building in 2020.
And he's getting paid $20 million more than
they're going to trade him.
Yeah.
They're going to trade him. They're going to trade him.
They're
not going to have 2 corners making $20+ million a year. That shit is because it's already not there now, and they have cap problems because of it. No, they're one of those 2 are getting ready to leave, and it ain't gonna be Byron Jones.
It's not.
I strongly believe it's going to be Xavien because again, Noah Benogany, I believe the 28th overall pick in the 2020 draft. That this decision was going to have to come sooner or later. So it's going to happen right now. Before week 1, it'll happen.
It's sad. It's honestly, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's fucked up. Excuse my language. It's really sad that we have to have this conversation and say, we're debating whether or not Xavien. I feel like the Miami Dolphins need to find a way to pay him. But realistically, when you look at the numbers in the contract, when you break it down like that, there's no way there's no way with so much because we got to remember there's a couple of players next year that the Dolphins have to look into in terms of their deals as well. So it ain't looking pretty for him at all. It's not looking. And then they just re-signed Jerome Baker too.
Yeah, or it might be great for him. Maybe he might get traded to a contender. Maybe he might and get another contract.
He's going to get traded to a contender. He's not going to just go to anywhere. It's
right,
not.
Right.
Yeah, they're going to trade him to someone like the Rams or something like that.
We know the Rams can't pay him.
How do you know that, bro? Do you not understand that? Again, we don't care about our cap. We don't care.
We can see that. We can see a
and
checkbook.
It's worked. And it's worked.
Let me just say the Rams are not winning the championship. So stop. They're not. It's not.
Now I will say
you're gonna beat Tampa. You're gonna beat the Buccaneers. Really?
It's a possibility. I think it's a possibility, but I will say the rumors out of LA right now, the vibes around Matthew Stafford is just amazing.
Yeah, I've seen. Yeah,
and not so good about Tua. Have you heard?
Hey, we gonna save that. We're gonna save that for Saturday because I need Shake here, present front row and center.
It's not a looking good for Tua.
I need that. I need that.
5 of them things.
I need that. So
5 of them things.
Before we end up closing this thing out, we're going to finish it off with Banks' top corners for 2021. Go ahead.
Top 10 or top 5?
It all depends on where Banks wants to go with this because I think you want to just only do 5 or how?
Absolutely. I don't really care about 10 other. I don't care about the other 5 corners. I'm going to go 5 because nothing else matters after 5, in my opinion. The 5 separate the elite, the best from the elite. That's just what it is. And when it goes time to, this should be called Banks' elite top corners of 2021. But we're gonna start first things first. You already know who number 1 is. We're not even gonna talk about it. I'm not gonna harp on it, elaborate more. Jalen Ramsey, number 1 corner.
Oh, what can you just messed up the whole thing. You're supposed to build the suspense up. You over here starting from 1. Start from 5, please.
Start from 5?
Yes.
Man, so who can I put in that 5 spot? I'm going to say Marlon Humphrey. Marlon Humphrey in that 5 spot for me, not a bad corner at all. A lot of people don't like Marlon Humphrey for some reason. I don't know why people don't like Marlon Humphrey. I don't understand it. But he's a really good corner, physical, fast, can make plays. It lines up inside and out. I mean, he's the next up in terms of at best corner in the league. He's definitely in that conversation. Then I'm going to throw number 4. I'm probably going to throw probably say, you know what? This is a stretch. I was thinking either between what's the kid name in Cleveland?
Greedy Williams?
Not Greedy Williams, the other guy.
You talking about I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. It's either him or I'm going to
Ward.
Ward, yeah. Denzel Ward. I like Denzel Ward a lot. Just personally, I like Denzel Ward game. He's a dog. I like Denzel Ward. But am I gonna put him in the 4 spot?
No. Hell no.
Probably not, right?
Yeah, hell no. Don't put him in the 4 spot.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Trey. I'm gonna now. I'm gonna put Trey in the 4th spot. Trey will go in that 4th spot. Buffalo Bills, Tre'Davious White. Everybody know who Tre'Davious White is. There's no need to announce him. He's a dog as well. Number 3, I'm gonna go with Xavien Howard. Xavien Howard again working his way up that ladder. It was either Xavien or Jai Alexander for the 2 and 3 spot. It was close for me. But I'm gonna say that I can say it. My only knock against Xavien Howard is you say that stats show that he's covers everybody. The stuff that I'm reading and seeing is not supporting him much.
I really didn't even want to get into this tonight, but I'm gonna be completely 100 with you. I hate pro football fuckery. I hate that. I hate the app because
why? Because it's honest?
No, it's not honest. It's not honest because the particular stat that they're looking at is based off their sole performance. It doesn't go off of what other people are doing on the field at the same time.
Why does it matter what other people are doing if your job is to guard the guy in front of you?
Because if the quarterback is garbage, you're getting credit for the quarterback being garbage.
Oh, wait. So that reminds me of a cornerback named Xavien Howard.
No, stop it. Cut it out.
I'm just being real, man. When you go back and look at what Xavien Howard played against last year, he didn't play against a lot of top-notch quarterbacks, bro. That's just being real. Like
at one point in time, you said Jared Goff was a top-notch quarterback.
I did. Listen,
you did. You said that. You really said that.
Okay, Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson is not a top. Is not a top guy.
Come on, that was a terrible ass pass, man. Go back and look at that game.
It don't matter. He threw it. He threw it.
God,
he
bro.
threw it. He's an elite quarterback. He threw it. So back to my point. I feel like pro football fuckery is probably the dumbest program ever because it just doesn't do everything justice compared to the eye test. And the eye test tells you, look, Xavien Howard, he got 10 interceptions. I understand where you're coming from with Jalen Ramsey being a lockdown corner, but you're going to have to go the extra mile. How does that help your team win? That by Xavien Howard giving you 10 extra possessions for your offense, that increases your team's chances of winning.
Obviously, it didn't increase
they didn't make the playoffs.
That ain't his fault.
You're saying base it on a body of what everybody else,
and that has to do with the quarterback.
Banks, who did you say was number 2?
Jai Alexander.
Oh, okay. Alexander. I like that. I like that list. I like that list.
And then like I said, the Jai Alexander number 2. But again about Xavien Howard. Listen, bro, I'm not knocking Xavien Howard by having him number 3, bro. I know a lot of people are gonna be pissed off that I have him at number 3. A lot of Dolphins fans are gonna be pissed off that I got him at number 3. But take grace in the fact that I have him in my top 3 because I never named the Dolphins corner in my top 3 ever. Well, let me not say that because I just love me some Patrick Surtain and Sam Madison. I just love them too when they were playing together. I just love them so much. They're my favorite cornerback tandem ever. Like I just love.
I think Vontae Davis should be in that Dolphins cornerback Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
No, you don't think so?
No. He's not Patrick Surtain or
when he was with the Dolphins, he was good.
He was good.
He had a couple of good games. His main game was against Randy Moss, and then after that was it.
Yeah, he's up there with what's the guy named Sean Smith? And technically, I would put Sean Smith before him. I mean, if I had to be honest.
Okay.
But it's nothing. It's no knock against Xavien. And like I said, I like Xavien Howard, bro. I don't want anybody to think I don't like him. I like Xavien Howard. I just don't think he's the best corner in the league yet. That can change this year. He may take it up a notch, bro. But when you think about the next 2 guys we got on the list, there's no question these 2 guys are on the list as the best 2 corners in the NFL. And that's Jai Alexander 2 and Jalen Ramsey number 1. You got to think about everything. The reason why, and to be honest with you, I would have had Jai Alexander number 1, to be real with you. But the reason why I don't have Jai Alexander number 1 is because Jai Alexander, he's not a physical corner. Like he's like a finesse guy. Like he can lock your ass down though. Like he can lock you up easy. Like he's good at that. But he's not physical. Like he's not. When you actually when you compare him to Jalen Ramsey, when you actually watch Jalen Ramsey play football, bro, it's insane the amount of but the aggression that he plays with. He plays like the guy's 6'3.5", bro, running a 4.3, 4.40 in a 40-yard dash.
I got a question. I'm sorry, Banks. I got a question. Does Jalen Ramsey? Does he remind you of? Remember how great Darrelle Revis was? Do you compare that game to his game or no? They're different.
They're 2 different cornerbacks. They're 2 different corners. Darrelle Revis is arguably one of the 2 top 2 corners ever to play the game of football. And what makes him different, what separates Jalen Ramsey from Darrelle Revis is Jalen Ramsey's IQ isn't as high as Darrelle Revis' IQ was. Darrelle Revis is not only one of the best ever, but he's one of the smartest cornerbacks. I think Darrelle Revis, Champ Bailey, Ty Law are all in that same. In terms of intelligence on the field, they know it. Like
Asante.
Asante. They know what they're doing. Like Darrelle Revis knows what he's doing. Like you don't just shut Randy Moss down. Like you just don't shut. He shuts people down. But again, that's no knock against. That's not even a knock against Jalen. That's not knocking Jalen. It's just saying he's not. Jalen plays a little bit outside of his head sometimes. On the plays that he did get beat last year, he was out of his element. He was doing things he had no business doing. When Jalen Ramsey plays within the scope of Jalen Ramsey, and he gets to be out there talking shit to you the whole time, and that's what I love about him the most, because he talks shit the entire time, and he backs it up. It's what it is.
He talks shit. He talks shit whether they winning or losing. He just continues to talk shit. I love that.
Right, I love him. And listen, game 1 as the Los Angeles Ram, his very first game. You got to remember who his very first game was against.
Who was it?
Atlanta Falcons. He had to go against Julio Jones. How can we forget?
You know, I just want to ask a question because I feel like Jalen Ramsey only goes up against certain kind of receivers, big physical receivers, and he doesn't check the nifty guys.
Yeah, that's what some people say about him. That's what some people say, but I don't think. I mean, I think it's a lot worse for him to go against a guy like DK Metcalf when you think about it.
So they're the same size.
Yeah, but he's faster, bro. Like,
who's faster?
DJ Metcalf is faster.
DK Metcalf is super fast, bro, for his size. You got to remember, DK Metcalf was like 250 pounds of receiver, bro, and he's running a 4.3, a low 4.3 and a 40. Bro, it's facts, bro. Go look at his 40.
I know it's 40, but I'm
ridiculous.
just saying, like, he only, again, Jalen Ramsey only going up against the big guys. He ain't checking no Tyler Lockett or Tyreek Hill. When he checked Tyreek Hill, then come talk to me.
I mean, why would you want to check Tyreek? I mean, Tyler Lockett and Tyreek. Who the fuck are those guys? Like, why are we? I'm trying to find out too. Why do we keep talking about Tyreek Hill like he's just this great? Never mind. Don't let me go off because people gonna hate me if I say I like Tyreek Hill too. But there's some people that say he's the top 5 receiver in the league. I don't get it. I think he's an overglorified slot guy. He ain't a number 1 because if he was a number 1, Kansas City won a Super Bowl.
Y'all really did. He really didn't even check people like that in 2020.
Who?
Okay, Amari Cooper.
Locked. Next.
Eagles, whoever the hell they got.
All locked. Don't even worry about them. Locked. Next.
Stephon Diggs.
Locked. Next.
The number 3 receivers on the Giants.
Oh, wait. No. That means something because Golden Tate was talking that shit because he's mad because Jada Ramsey.
He's like 35.
Doesn't matter. You got to understand the history between those two guys. That's why I like that because
he's 35.
Doesn't matter. Golden Tate was talking all that shit before the game because Jalen Ramsey got his sister pregnant. I don't know if you know about the story or not, but Jalen Ramsey got Golden Tate's sister pregnant. And he ended up breaking up with it and going with some other girl. And Golden Tate got his dumb ass in the middle of it. That got anything to do with him. And got his ass beat up on the field. He got his ass beat up. So next.
Woo.
Who's after that?
Oh, Lord.
Washington football team, Terry McLaurin.
That guy's going to be good soon. But next.
Deebo Samuel.
Come on, bro.
He had 6 catches. 66 yards and a touchdown.
Debo a dog, though. I ain't going to disrespect Debo like that. That's actually one of my favorite players in the league. I love me some Debo Samuel, boy. I love him. If I got a 49er jersey, which I'm never going to fucking do, by the way, because that's my rival. But if I did, it'd be a Debo jersey.
Okay. Next up is Allen Robinson, 4 catches, 70 yards.
I mean, Allen Robinson. But no, did he score?
No.
All right. Next.
What difference do it make?
He didn't score next.
What difference do it make?
It makes a difference.
It makes no. No, it does not.
Difference.
No, it doesn't.
Makes a difference.
If you get over 50 yards, if you get over 50 yards, you good in my book.
Bro, 50 yards.
That's
yards
not
is
getting
yards,
beat.
bro. That's not getting beat. I don't want you scoring on me, bro. That's just what it is. You can get yards. I can give up 200 yards. Cause remember that game Julio Jones game, who that was, 300 some yards receiving in the game, or something like that.
But he didn't score. Julio didn't score. Yeah.
Thank you.
It does not matter. 300 yards is a lot of freaking
You
yards.
can have a lot of yards, but if you don't score, it's nothing, bro.
It means nothing.
It means zip, bro. It means nothing, bro. That's like dropping 60 in a game and losing. Ask Damian Lillard that.
I get 70 yards and win the game. It still feels the same. I gave you that word.
Let's call Damian Lillard an accident. Doesn't mean it.
Oh, okay. Well, you go out there, you play quarterback, and you let somebody murder your ass all game long, but don't get that one touchdown. It still feels the same. It still feels the same.
What logic is that, man?
Hey, all I got to say is your ass is gonna be in the camera behind him when he's making those catches. That's what you're gonna be at. So regardless, you're in the highlight.
That's hilarious, man.
On that note, any final thoughts before we close this out? Oops. My lamp is going out.
Listen. Let me just say, this is my man right here. Even though we disagree about LeBron, this man has helped me so much. I love this brother, Banks. He just, when it comes to LeBron, it's just ridiculous. But this still my man. So I don't want people to think that it's just a debate, people. That's my brother. I got love for him. And I just want to say, continue to be, live in peace and respect each other, stay out of drama, and just live a good life and be happy.
Hey, you can't talk that, man. Thank you. I appreciate it, bro. Hey, yeah, I'm glad that you're different. You seem to be in a different head spot, more importantly, but that's the most important thing at the end of the day. Sports is here to unify people, whether they want to admit it or not. Yes, we have these types of debates, but I love having debates with people. I just love it. I love triggering people. I love pissing people off. I love trolling. It's all a part of the game because not only do I dish it, but I take it. I have no problem with anybody challenging me on anything that I say because one thing about me, and I'm not going to backtrack anything I say out of my mouth ever. It's sports. We're going to have fun.
Only one thing you backtrack.
What was that?
Jared Goff.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, technically, when you think about it, I did backtrack on him because that motherfucker is trash. Trash. That motherfucker is garbage. On the side of the road, dumpster juice, bro. Like, he is just ridiculous. I hate Jared Goff, bro. Like, I hate that guy, bro. And I don't hate nobody, bro. I try to be one of the most positive and peaceful people in the world, bro, until you push my damn buttons. And that motherfucker pushed my buttons last year, bro. Like, this was Jared Goff to me all last year. Like, fuck you, Banks. Like, bro, but anyway, yeah, but still. And again, just to be clear, to everybody, that we debate with and all that stuff, even on Facebook and all that stuff, everybody that tuned in and watch it, thank y'all so much. I have no beef with LeBron James, guys. People understand that. I don't have no beef with LeBron James. It's all fun and games for me, literally. A lot of times I'm sitting here commenting. I am laughing my ass off, literally, as I'm scrolling through these comments on Facebook. It's just the funniest thing ever because you can realize that people, but I love it because people are so passionate about their sports, their players, and their teams. And that's how it's supposed to be, bro. That's how it's supposed to be. We're supposed to have fun and kick it. I rather we be at war talking sports than we be at war on unnecessary beef in the streets and we killing each other over stupid shit.
Yeah.
This just doesn't make any sense. This is proof in the pudding that people can have opinions and still get along and walk away like, all right, and live to see another day. So that's all I got to say, man. I can't wait for y'all to tune in on Saturday too. And thank you to everybody that subscribed to the channel. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. Where else we on?
Facebook.
All those major platforms. Everybody, just thank y'all so much. It really means a lot to me. Thank you.
Wait, Void, before you go, are we doing the chip challenge on Saturday? Are we still doing that or what?
Oh, so let me give Banks the backstory real quick. So,
okay,
what is the chip called again? I know it's the Carolina Reaper.
Yeah, you talking about that one chip challenge? Y'all actually finna do that?
Yeah, the one chip challenge. But the problem is
you wouldn't do it, Banks? No,
I can't find it. You have to order on Amazon.
You got to order on Amazon.
It's a $50 chip.
Yes.
Oh hell no! Never mind. I'm good.
It's very expensive and it's really hot. I don't know if you guys heard about it, but it's really damn hot.
Yeah,
Havoc has a chip already. So
yeah, he does. Yeah.
Does he eat it yet?
Nah, he hasn't eaten it. He just showed it to us.
I don't think Havoc's gonna do it, dog.
Yo, I'm down. Hey, listen, I'm down if y'all down. I'm down.
I'm sorry, I can't pay no $50 for no damn chip.
Don't jump your
but listen. We can get the cheap version at 7-Eleven or Walmart or something. We ain't gotta
get that $50 That's it. You gotta get the actual thing, bro. Like this. See LeBron James, see LeBron fans, bro. See how they do.
Oh my God, here we go with LeBron. Here we go.
Bro, here you go. That's LeBron James comment right there.
Oh my God.
This is exactly what I'm talking about. We're gonna go get it doesn't matter. We can just still get the same thing. What? It's not the same thing. You gotta get the actual chip. He's gonna go to the store and buy Takis. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that, G? Like, no, you gotta buy the actual chip.
Well, listen, if the other fellas are down with it, I'm down with it.
Bro, just spend the $50.
Oh,
Look,
okay.
spending $50,
right.
that Shake is gonna get ready to send me soon. Don't worry about it.
Shake owes me money too for the Jets and the Eagles. He gonna owe me money too.
See?
Yeah.
Those Cubans, bro, they don't like to pay, bro.
Oh, just jokes, people. It's just jokes.
On that note, we'll be back 9 p.m. Eastern time this Saturday. Damn. One more thing before we close this thing out. Father's Day this Sunday evening. Considering how y'all are my two fathers on the show. Anything special planned?
Not that I know of. No. Not really.
I'm laughing because that's my exact response. He was like, shit, I know. It's just another day, bro. They don't glorify Father's Day at all. We get disrespected every day. But no, I don't have any plans. I'll be working that day. Most likely I'll end up working. But I am doing a giveaway on my other show. If you guys don't know about it, my other show, the My Brother's Keeper Show, which airs every Friday on Facebook at 7:30. I'll be doing a giveaway for Father's Day. Y'all feel free to stop by. I'm doing a $100 Amazon gift card giveaway, as well as my lady friend. She's hooking it up with some gift baskets that she's setting up and all that stuff. So, yeah, man. Yeah. And I'm going to be getting into giveaways and stuff for this channel as well in terms of the pod. I'm going to definitely be starting to put some gift cards and all that stuff, too, for people to get these views and stuff up. Because we work hard for this shit, bro. Like, I'm going to be real with you, bro. I still believe in what we got going on. I'm not going to ever give up on it. We got it what it takes. We just got to keep working, man. We got to keep working.
1000%. We working hard behind the scenes to make this thing better. A-class, crisp. But again, I think we covered everything. We'll be back Saturday evening, 9 p.m. Eastern time. Be sure to tune in. Be sure to follow us on Instagram and on our Twitter page. Be sure to go ahead and like the video, subscribe, most definitely share. This is the Not for the Bay podcast. We up out of here, man.
Peace.